Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans will kick this away to get us going here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense has the football first here today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy the teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability he still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do.
He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Oh, it's a reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, a counter, or a reverse. Every time they stay at home and were in perfect position, they were able to stop that reverse in its track.
They'll run it to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, that's the gift of having a running back with this kind of speed. Forget about worrying about the inside of this defense. Get to the edge, use his speed, and walk into the end zone.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The Trojans offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. Finding space at the 20. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from a distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
USC 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
QB decides to keep it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. They were backed up to start the drive. That's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down, they're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the 1st down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires this one deep middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a quick grab. Plenty space at the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Just ran away from the defense. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And there's the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage, and let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. They keep it going. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Downfield shot. Ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Here's the 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll run out of bounds. Picking up 2 yards on the play.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the last one.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's complete downfield. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense is still clicking.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great. His man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Panthers will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're going to run it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the tailback's got it again. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation, all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out and get out of your base.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47th.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a short return to make the tackle.
Got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. The ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Kirk, it's Pittsburgh on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second down and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, USC. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Bargava. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Panthers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches. Offense
getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
On third and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's going to take off. And he runs out of bounds after a good scramble to pick up the first down yardage and stop the clock here.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. And he stops short. Huge play by the defense on fourth down. They will take over protecting this lead. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. Well, they had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well, they were optimistic, but things just did not work out, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.